Chapters 1 through 13. Review and Expansion. Review Exercise 1-1. Rubber band practice with nonsense syllables. 1. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. 2. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. A. Da-da-da. XYZ. 8, 9, 10. Cows give milk. B. Da-da-da. Unconcerned. He sells fish. We like Bob. C. Da-da-da. Including. He's selfish. I think so. D. Da-da-da. Educate. Softball game. Bring me some. Review Exercise 1-2. Noun intonation. Cats eat fish. Boys like toys. Lou lost his mind. Gail earned a fortune. Betty grows tomatoes. Ed found a job. Max cut his finger. Mary flew a kite. Rick passed the test. Our car lost a wheel. Review Exercise 1-3. Noun and pronoun intonation. Patrick speaks French. He speaks it. The neighbors sold their car. They sold it. The police chased the felon. They chased him. The housekeeper did some laundry. She did some. The architect and I designed a house. We designed one. Review Exercise 1-4. Sentence intonation test. They took it. Mary had a baby. Louis talked on the phone. We forgot about it. She had one. Sam called him. The dogs howled at the moon. Did you order any? We noticed her. The books fell on the floor. Review Exercise 1-6. Pitch and meaning change. He looks like Bob. He looks like Bob, but he's not. He knows Bob, but he doesn't trust him. He can't trust him. He can't do it. Review Exercise 1-7. Individual practice. 1. Convey the information that it is Bob. He looks like Bob. 2. Convey the opinion that he only resembles Bob. He looks like Bob, but he's not. 3. Convey the different feelings that someone has about Bob. He knows Bob, but he doesn't trust him. 4. Convey the fact that trust is a problem with Bob. He can't trust him. Review Exercise 1-8. Meaning of pretty, sorta, kinda, and little. How was it? 1. It was pretty expensive. It was pretty expensive. 2. It was sort of funny. It was sort of funny. 3. It was kind of rude. It was kind of rude. 4. It was a little late. It was a little late. Review Exercise 1-9. Inflection. 1. Her boyfriend almost never sends her flowers, but mine does. 2. Her boyfriend almost never sends her flowers, but her sisters always do. 3. Her boyfriend almost never sends her flowers, but every once in a while he does. 4. Her boyfriend almost never sends her flowers, no matter what. 5. Her boyfriend almost never sends her flowers, but he planted a lot in her garden. 6. Her boyfriend almost never sends her flowers, but he never forgets Mother's Day. 7. Her boyfriend almost never sends her flowers, but he showers her with other gifts. Review exercise 110, individual practice. 1. Indicate that her boyfriend prefers live plants to cut ones. Her boyfriend almost never sends her flowers, but he planted a lot in her garden. 2. Indicate that her sisters are attentive to her horticultural needs. Her boyfriend almost never sends her flowers, but her sisters always do. 3. Indicate that her boyfriend gives her non-floral presents. Her boyfriend almost never sends her flowers, but he showers her with other gifts. 4. Indicate that my boyfriend is good in the flower department. Her boyfriend almost never sends her flowers, but mine does. 5. Indicate that it is a true rarity for her boyfriend to send flowers. Her boyfriend almost never sends her flowers, no matter what. 6. Indicate that there is actually a slim chance that he might send flowers. Her boyfriend almost never sends her flowers, but every once in a while he does. 7. Indicate that her boyfriend remembers to send flowers to his mother. Her boyfriend almost never sends her flowers, but he never forgets Mother's Day. Review exercise 111, translation. Pause the CD and translate, her boyfriend almost never sends her flowers, into your native language. Review exercise 112. Create your own intonation contrast. Normal intonation. Changed intonation. Review exercise 113. Variable stress. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? Review exercise 114. Make a variable stress sentence. Review exercise 115. Application of stress. Review exercise 17. Staircase intonation practice. On a separate piece of paper, draw a staircase and put each word where it belongs. Review exercise 118. Reading with staircase intonation. Review exercise 119. Spelling and numbers. CEO, ATM, IRS, BMW, JFK, M&M. Catch, CATCH, Nate, NATE. Area code 213. Zip code 90291. Date 9/15/88. Review exercise 120. Sound meaning shifts. Icy, I see. Achy, a key. History, his tree. Interest, intrust. Orange, arrange. Eunuch, unique. Attic, a tick. Comedy, committee. Paradise, paradise. Selfish, selfish. Underwear, underwear. Ambulance, unbalanced. Review exercise 121. Squeezed out syllables. Actually, business, comfortable, different, every, favorite, family, vegetable, finally, general, interest, natural, orange, probably, separate, several. Review exercise 122, syllable patterns. La, cat. La, dog. La la, a dog. La la, hot dog. La la la, Bob's hot dog. La la la, a hot dog. La la la, a hot dog. La la la, hot dog stand. La 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 la, Spot's a hot dog. La 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 la, it's a hot dog. La 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 la, Bob likes hot dogs. La 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 la, it's my hot dog. La 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 la, a hot dog stand. La 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 la, lighthouse keeper. Review exercise 123, syllable count test. Confront, detail, a blind date, my date book, consequence, consequential. Will needs a car. He likes red ones. He bought me one. It's very nice. Jim likes hot rods. Lake. Days. It's your birthday? European. With dignity. Popcorn machine. A mortarboard. Robin Redbreast. Telescope. Telescopic. Review exercise 124, single word phrases. It's a cat. It's black. It's an egg. It's scrambled. It's a car. It's fast. Review exercise 125, sentence stress with descriptive phrases. It's black. It's a black cat. It's scrambled. It's a scrambled egg. It's fast. It's a fast car. Review exercise 126. Two types of descriptive phrases. It's a black cat. It's dark black. It's a scrambled egg. It's totally scrambled. It's a fast car. It's too fast. Exercise 127, descriptive phrase story, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Snow White was a beautiful princess. On the castle wall, there was an enchanted mirror, owned by an old woman, a wicked witch. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? When the mirror answered Snow White, the young girl was banished from her glorious castle to live in the dark woods. She met 7 dwarves, and they lived in a small hut. The evil witch tried to kill the poor girl with a poisoned apple, but she was saved by a handsome prince. They had a beautiful wedding and lived happily ever after. Review exercise 128. Sentence stress with set phrases. It's a cat. It's wild. It's a wild cat. It's an egg. It's a timer. It's an egg timer. It's a car. It's a crash. It's a car crash. Review exercise 129, making set phrases. A boxcar. A babysitter. A palm tree. A crab cake. A cup. A bottle opener. Review exercise 130, set phrase story, Our mailman. Our mailman loves junk food. At dinner time, he has potato chips and a hot dog. He puts some soy sauce on his eggplant, but it gives him a stomachache. For dessert, he has a watermelon, a grapefruit, and some ice cream. Afterwards, he leaves the dinner table and goes to the bookshelf in his bedroom. He takes down a notebook and does his homework. He puts a clean pillowcase on his pillow, covers up with the bedspread, and goes to dreamland. Review exercise 131. Contrasting descriptive and set phrases. It's a black cat. It's a wild cat. It's a scrambled egg. It's an egg timer. It's a fast car. It's a car crash. Review exercise 132. Two-word stress. A rocky garden. A rock garden. A gilded cage. A bird cage. Melted butter. A butter knife. Tomato soup. Tomato sauce. A baby goat. A scapegoat. Review exercise 133. Nationality intonation quiz. A French guy. A French restaurant. French food. A French fry. French toast. A French horn. French Canadian. A French teacher. A French door. Review exercise 134. Contrasting descriptive and set phrases. A French teacher teaches French. A French teacher is from France. A French book teaches the French language. A French book is on any subject, but it came from France. French food is croissants for breakfast. A French restaurant serves croissants for breakfast. Review exercise 135. Contrast of compound nouns. A dark room. A dark room. An antique shop. An antique dealer. An antique chair. A new video. The video store. A coffee table. Hot coffee. A coffee pot. A chemistry set. A chemical reaction. A sixth sense. 6 cents. A sixth grader. The sixth grade. Long hair. A hairdresser. A haircut. The wrong station. A police station. A radio station. Orange juice. A guitar case. An electric guitar. Trick photography. A photo op. A wedding ceremony. A beautiful ceremony. A wedding cake. Review exercise 136. Description and set phrase test. Mark the intonation and then repeat after me. The school kids took the subway downtown for their field trip on urban living. Our local sheriff had a bumper sticker on his back bumper. The homeowners thought they had to pay property taxes to the federal government. There were small tremblers after the earthquake in San Francisco. The geology club went on a camping trip to Mount Hood. The award ceremony at the Hilton Hotel lasted for 2 hours. Bob Smith took his surfboard out on a stormy day near Diamond Head. The Boy Scouts pitched their pup tents on the mountaintop in the pouring rain. It's a little late to ask the babysitter to stay overnight. The sixth graders were reading comic books and drinking chocolate milk. Review exercise 138. Consistent noun stress and changing verb tenses. 1. The floods erode the mountains. 2. The floods eroded the mountains. 3. The floods are eroding the mountains. 4. The floods will erode the mountains. 5. The floods that erode the mountains. 6. The floods that have eroded the mountains. 7. The floods that have eroded the mountains. 8. The floods have eroded the mountains. 9. The floods that eroded the mountains. 10. The floods that have eroded the mountains. 11. The floods that erode the mountains. 12. The floods should erode the mountains. 13. The floods shouldn't erode the mountains. 14. The floods should have eroded the mountains. 15. The floods shouldn't have eroded the mountains. 16. The floods could erode the mountains. 17. The floods couldn't erode the mountains. 18. The floods could have eroded the mountains. 19. The floods couldn't have eroded the mountains. 20. The floods might erode the mountains. 21. The floods might have eroded the mountains. 22. The floods must erode the mountains. 23. The floods must have eroded the mountains. 24. The floods can erode the mountains. 25. The floods can't erode the mountains. Review exercise 139, consistent pronoun stress and changing verb tenses. 1. It erodes them. 2. It eroded them. 3. It's eroding them. 4. It'll erode them if it keeps up. 5.